Alright, what's up, YouTube? This is basketball breakdown. Basically, where I'm going to be breaking down NBA games, basketball news, and other stuff like that. Maybe some fishing vlogs and other stuff like that. Alright, so let's get on to this game right here. I just want to go ahead and knock this one out right now. Suns and Thunder. In this game, it was really just a blowout. KD got injured in warm-ups, so he wasn't able to play. Hearts go out to KD and his family and everything. But the one thing I will say is that Devin Booker went crazy. Devin Booker went off in this game, and it's no surprise that Devin Booker went off. He's one of the best athletes we have in the league right now, and honestly, I don't see why he's not in the MVP conversation. But that's not up to me. That's up to everybody else. And in this game, Devin Booker, another game happened 30 plus, and it was still a blowout even without KD. So that's why I say that Devin Booker, much love, everything. So I'm gonna move over to this other game now, Celtics versus the Trailblazers. So in this game, the first quarter it was really close. But after that first quarter, the Celtics really got in their bag. Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, they got in their bag. And overall, there's not much to say about this game, but overall, it ended up with Jason Tatum having 35 and Dame having 27 with a score of 125 to 113. Celtics win. And all I can really say about this one is that we know what the Celtics do. They're a deep roster. And because of that, the Celtics, I think, have a good chance at beating the Bucks, which I see the Bucks as the best team in the East to beat, as a team to beat. And I think the only team that can do it is the Celtics if everybody's healthy and playing good. You know, Jaylen Brown came in too. But in terms of the Trailblazers side, this game right here, it really wasn't much to say. Matisse with 2 points, Cam Reddish 10 points, Shannon Sharp 12, Trendon Walford 12 points. I mean, nobody really gave Damian Lillard the help he needed this game to pull through. So because of that, he lost the game. If you've seen the change in light, it's more because I'm on my computer looking at stats right now, and that's the only reason why. Okay, let's move on to this next game right here. Bulls and the Denver Nuggets. So in this Bulls and Denver Nuggets game, for the first 6 minutes, Denver was going straight. Then Denver was going strong against the Bulls, but the Bulls were able to pick it up a little bit. And at the end, at the end of the first quarter, the score was 29 to 25. But by the next couple quarters, the Bulls picked it up defensively. The Nuggets were slacking, and ultimately at the end, the Chicago Bulls end up getting a win where Zach LaVine drops 29, Vucevic has 25 and 15. The score was 117 to 96, despite a Jokic triple-double. But really, with that Jokic triple-double, you had Jamal Murray pitching at 17. Nobody on that team really got above 20 points, and the Bulls had 2 players above 20 points. Not only that, DeMar DeRozan came in with 17, Patrick Williams 18. So when you have people on the Bulls contributing in so many different ways, but people in Denver aren't, it's really not much you can do. So I would love to see the Bulls make a little run right here and go far in the playoffs. I don't think that will happen. I would just love to see it. I'm not even a Bulls fan. Personally, I'm going to go to this next game right here. Mavs and the Pelicans. So in this game was a little weird because Luka ended up getting injured. It was a little thigh injury. And from the time he got injured, he was limping a little bit. It looked shallow. It looked like the game was supposed to be over. You know, at the time, Brandon Ingram got injured too. He had to go to the back with an ankle injury, and he didn't come back. But although while Luka got injured, he still played through it. I don't think that was a smart idea by Jason Kidd, but he said that basically they needed him. And this wasn't a crazy game for Luka. Luka had like 12 points and 8 assists. Really, it came from Kyrie. Kyrie had 27 points, but to match that 27 points on the other side with the Pelicans, CJ McCollum had 32. So because CJ McCollum had 32, he was able to match Kyrie, and nobody else in the Mavs really helped. I mean, I can't say that anybody else in the Mavs helped. Defensively, the Pelicans were great, and if I'm going to be real honest, this game, it could have came down to the wire. It was 106, 112. They were down by 6 with like 21 seconds left to go, I think, and Kyrie forced up a 3. It was a bad shot, in my opinion, and he missed, and because of that, they had to foul, and now they're down by 8, and you know how that goes. Once you foul, you down by 8 with 13 seconds left. There's not really much that you can do to come back. It's just not much you can do to come back. So they in this game 113 to 106, Taylor's victory, and the only thing I can say is that this was a pivotal game for them, because if Mavs lost this game, evidently they ended up moving back if the Clippers won, which we'll get into that later. But this was a must-win game for the Mavs, in my opinion, because this would have put them higher. So it means if they win, even if Clippers win, still the Mavs still, they don't drop down to the 8 seed or 9 seed, 7 seed. You don't want that. The Mavs don't want to be in the play-in. I don't want to face the Lakers as the Mavs in the play-in. I'm not gonna lie, it'd be great. It'd be great content, though. It'd be great if they did. But evidently, you don't want that as a Mavs fan, to have to run into the Lakers in the playoffs. I won't want that, and I'm not even a Mavs fan. So we're gonna get into this next game right here. Oh yeah, forgot to mention. Hopefully it's okay. Everything. Next game right here, Cavs and Heat. All you can really say about this game is that this is, like I said, we're blessed in the NBA right now to be NBA fans, because all these games right here, like I said, that Devin Booker 30 piece, Kyrie 27, CJ McCollum 32, Zach LaVine 29. Like I said, we're just blessed to have the NBA how it is right now. So in this game right here, it was no team's way. It was close the whole game, except for a little bit where the Cavs had a 10-point lead, but eventually that was cut down by the Miami Heat with a big comeback, and the Miami Heat, essentially, they end up losing here. Right here it says 104 to 100, but at the end of it, it said 103 100. I don't know what happened there, but evidently there's not much to talk about in this game. Donovan Mitchell 25, Darius Garland 18. I mean, it was, or I might have that switched around, one of them. But yeah, it was a good game in my opinion. Now this next game, I think, was the game of the night. Well, depending on who you are, I think it was the game of the night. Clippers versus Toronto. In this game right here, Toronto came up with an early lead. Fred VanVleet was hitting shots. Pascal Siakam was hitting shots. My fault. Pascal was hitting shots. And by the end of the first, the Raptors were up. It was looking good for the Raptors. You know, the Clippers, they were on a 5-game losing streak. You know what happened in that 51-point third quarter. Paul George and them, they came back. Basically, they've had their ups and downs. They've had their ups and downs ever since the All-Star break. But in this one, I feel like in the second half, they made it their point not to lose another game. And we seen a lot of stuff. Paul George came in second half with like 8 points, ended up with 23 points. I don't know what's up with Paul George. In these second halves, but he just loves them. Russ, a little bit of playmaking and everything, a little dump off the Zubac and all that. Pass to Kawhi, setups, all that good stuff. Kawhi came in, monster posterizer on Jacopoto, and Kawhi was great. But really, I want to talk about one person right here, Terrence Mann. 14, 4 and 4. Those stats, they might not pop out, but when you watch the game, you've seen his impact, and his impact was needed in this game. I'm not gonna lie. This game right here, Terrence Mann was needed. He was a great energy booster. It was a great Paul George lob to Terrence Mann, throws it down, you know. So after all that, the Clippers go up by 15. Now here's a problem. I don't know if they got too comfortable or what it was. That 15-point lead was cut down to just 4 by Scotty Barnes alone. Really, I mean Scotty Barnes alone. Scotty Barnes created opportunities for OG Anunoby, Pascal Siakam, and because of that, they were able to cut that lead short. But evidently, they stole the ball. Paul George went. He threw the lob to Zubac, and right there, the Clippers went on a little run again and were able to close the game out and finish what they started. Now they're on a 2-game winning streak. So yeah, I think right now as NBA fans we're blessed to have the NBA how it is right now. A lot of scoring, some defense, and yeah, that's really it. So in the comments, let me know what you think. I'll be in the comments too. Argue with y'all. Do what you do. And peace.